racism, misogyny, misogynoir, bullying, mismanagement. These are all the charges that have been made against Sentebale, established in 2006. Now, we're not necessarily saying any of that is Harry's fault, but Sophie Chandauka has issued a statement saying there are, listen to this, there are people in this world who behave as though they are above the law and mistreat people and then play the victim card and use the very press they disdain to harm people who have the courage to challenge their conduct. What she's talking about Harry there, isn't she? And this row apparently, this row apparently centres on the fact that I think it was Dr. Chandauka wanted to move all the fundraising for this organisation to Africa. Currently it's outside of Africa, and Harry and his fellow trustees did not want that. So basically this charity has fallen apart, unravelled, and Harry has had to suddenly sensationally quit. So there goes one more raison d'etre in his life, one less thing for him to do. It just strikes me his life is getting emptier by the day. But what do you make of this charity row in Africa?
Well, I mean, I think in general, the chaos, it's just on par for what we expect from Prince Harry today. I appreciate the fact that he is showing solidarity with the trustees and his co-founder, but I would want to sit down and understand Dr. Sophie better. To me, common sense says, Harry, you're no longer in the UK, so why would we have an arm of our charity in the UK when you're now in America? Let's focus on, here, which is what Dr. Sophie's saying. But this escalated to the trustees quitting because she filed a report with a higher-up charity commission because she wants the charity investigated.
Well, I've got to say, just sorry to interrupt there, I should have said that. Well, they are now. They are officially the charity commission here. Which basically is the organisation, the watchdog organisation for all charities, making sure that they're above board, that the money collected is used for the right causes, indeed that they're run properly, the management is good, the staff are well treated. That's called the Charity Commission. And further to complaints by Sophie Chandauka, they are now officially investigating Sentebale. So quite a low point for Harry. Harry apparently is devastated. This was his favourite charity. Yeah, but you said it's not necessarily Harry's fault, but I'd also stress, quoting from one of my favourite films, Remember the Titans, attitude reflects leadership. And if you know that you can get away with bad behavior, assuming that her accusations are true, if you know that you can get away with bad behavior because Prince Harry's off in another country not paying attention, then why wouldn't you? And she does make it sound like this was just a vanity project for Prince Harry, and she's trying to reorganize the charity, and she wants it to be more focused. And obviously there are two sides to every story, and we have to wait and see what the investigation determines. But I will say without a shadow of a doubt that this issue would have not happened if the British royal family and the palace were still involved in this charity. Because this is another one of those instances where the palace created the template, Prince Harry's team helped develop this charity, and I have sources at Invictus that say similar thing to watch for similar things in the future. It's falling apart under Prince Harry's management, especially with the influence of Meghan Markle. And let's talk about African Parks, his other charity. He's a director of this. He joined the board of directors in 2023. This is a story that has just dropped today, that hundreds of bull elephants have trampled at least 10 villagers to death after these animals were relocated by this charity. And that's on the low side of scandal with African Parks. Some of their rangers are accused of sexually assaulting the local villagers and attacking the villagers, as well as
killing them. So, I mean, that's on the low end of the scandal when it comes to African parks, which is currently under investigation for deaths and assaults. This, of course, is a brand new story that does not surprise me. But Prince Harry, that 2023 title you mentioned, that was a promotion for him. He's been a part of this charity for quite some time and refuses to answer any questions about some of the investigations happening surrounding it. And when they had an event in New York, the last time Prince Harry was in New York, it was not open to the public. It was not open to the media. They would not allow the media inside because, I mean, and that's super shady to me with everything going on within the African Parks Charity. Why would you not welcome the media in and want to be totally transparent with every move going forward while you're under investigation for all of these horrific accusations?
I'll tell you, if it wasn't for the Invictus Games, which is great, and we mustn't criticise that, that's a very impressive endeavour by the Prince. But if it wasn't for that, you'd be tempted to say that everything Prince Harry touches when it comes to charity turns to crap.
It's not been great lately. And you're right. What is he doing in Los Angeles, California? He works from home. We understand that Meghan and him have desks like across from each other, and they just stare at each other all day barefoot in California. Like, what are these two doing? But I do believe that we will find out that he probably was not as involved in Sentebale as he should have been, and that maybe that there were some mistakes made, but this, Dr. Sophie, she says, I'm a whistleblower, and this is them asking me to step down is retaliation, and I'm staying. Yeah. My objective is to make this the best charity in the world, so I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, the sort of the sense of this seems to be that the trustees felt that she was causing too many problems. She says she's a whistleblower, alerting the authorities to bullying, alleged bullying, alleged mismanagement, and racism, misogyny, misogynoir, hatred of black women, and so on and so forth. So she says she's a whistleblower. And they wanted her out, and she's refused to go. So they've both gone. Harry and his fellow prince, the Prince of Lesotho, has left as well. So it's a real mess, isn't it? A hell of a mess.
Yeah, and I do think that this was probably one of the hardest announcements Prince Harry's had to make, aside from the fact that this is a charity associated with his mother's legacy. He also knows that everything associated with him is going to be heightened and magnified and amplified. So when Prince Harry steps down from a charity, it embarrasses everyone involved. It doesn't just embarrass the trustees, it does embarrass Prince Seeiso, because now everybody's asking a lot of really difficult questions. And I just, as you were talking, I thought to myself, wow, that's a name that the Sussexes, or that's a descriptive word that the Sussexes just can't seem to shake. Bully.
Yeah, really good point. Always the bullying, always the bullying. She still stands accused of being the bullying boss from hell who reduced her staff to tears, so she'll never get rid of that. But going forward, we will track her eventful life, and it's your birthday tomorrow, isn't it?
It is. I'm turning dirty 40.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't think you were more than 21.
God love you.
But yeah, okay, listen, really, honestly, Kinsey, it's a pleasure working with you, and have a fantastic birthday tomorrow. And we will reconvene on Monday as per. Great to talk to you. Thank you so much for your time.